camera, off, and media. If you want to record on your camera, you put it on camera. But if you have what you already recorded on the memory card that you are using on the camera, that's when you put it on media. So we'll talk about that one later. But when you are through with your camera, that's when you off the camera. If you've noticed, when I on the camera, you will see that the blue light is on. That shows that your camera is on. And the next button we are talking about is the effects that your camera can carry. On this camera now, we have 3 buttons here also, which is your manual, stand as M. Anywhere you see M on camera means manual. So on M now, you have M, you have cinema, and you have what we call auto. So now we are seeing that we are on auto now. So auto on camera means that the camera, all the function on the camera will be working automatic on its own. You cannot regulate anything, either your brightness, your color balancing, or white balancing, anything. The camera will be adjusting itself, which is not professional. But the next one, which is your manual. Your manual allow all your buttons to function easy and very well. You can perform anything that you want to do easily on your setting. That's if you know how to set your camera very well. You can white balance even when you are recording to do anything. So you have access to work on anything that you are working on the camera. The next one, which is your cinema. Your cinema is a professional setting on the camera, especially this Canon camera. So which allow you to get enough color grading, enough balancing on your camera. So, but in church level, I think it's better we use manual so that it will be able or allow us to get enough color balancing due to the lighting that the church is using. But if you have enough light in your church, you can use your cinema setting. You have what we call recording button. So on your camera, you always see a red button. And anywhere you see a red button means record. At the back of your Canon XA11, you have something called focus and zoom at the back. So, but with one button. And what does it mean is that this one button can perform 2 functions at different times. So now, if you check, if already is on zoom, but if I should push it up now, it's on focus. That means my ring, we'll talk about ring later. So if you are working with your ring now, your ring is working as a focus. But whenever you put it on zoom, which is down, that means your ring will be working as for zoom. So that's the work of this other button. So now, one of the important parts and very, very effective parts of camera, we call it lens. So this is your lens now. Your lens is the one that is doing the major work of the camera. It absorbs light and is the one that focuses on anything that you are doing. And the precaution about this lens is that make sure anything does not touch your lens, like using your hand rubbing the lens or dust or anything. Before you start any work, try to look into your lens to make sure there's no dust or any other particle on the lens, because anyhow the lens show, that's how your image that you are viewing is showing. That's why you can see this lock and open button. So after your work, if you lock the lens, you see that the lens is covered. So it prevents your lens from any other particle. But when you want to start your work and you open the camera and you see that the camera is dark, that means check maybe your lens is covered or not. So then you have to open the lens. So now you can check into the lens. In case you have any particle or any dirty on your lens, the best precaution is you don't use any cloth to rub your lens, or you don't use any hand to rub your lens, or you don't put saliva on your lens. The best way is you look for a very soft tissue or cloth, not something that can crash the lens. So you can use it to just clean the lens in a gently way. So then you look at the lens again, you see that it's perfect, then you can start your recording or anything you want to do in church.